This is becoming a trend now. Ninja balling. More of that when we get back on the Doug Stewart Show. Don't go away.
Mic check. Yes, this is your humble host, Marcus Harper. And make sure you check out my show, the Marcus Harper Podcast, on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Yes, hop aboard this train of thought. Weekly, 60 minutes of work. I got you. Sports talk, soul beats, and life. Again, the Marcus Harper Podcast, weekly on the SME Network. Check me out. Life is good.
Hey, what's going on, Stu Nation? This is Vince Wright, the sports governor from the great state of Minnesota. Want to thank you for listening to Sports Done Right every Wednesday here on SME. Make sure you keep it tuned here for me and all the other X Squad affiliate shows on SME. Peace.
The Sleeper Pick, the guy only you believe in. In 1 week fantasy football on DraftKings, he can be the difference. So trust your gut. Trust your numbers. Trust your Uncle Vito if you want. But know this, that sleeper is out there. The question is, who's going to play him? This is DraftKings. Welcome to the big time.
To create your account, click on the banner link on the DougStewartShow.com or the Doug Stewart Show app. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BV Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. Footballsportsapp.com. What is it? It's the first live action mobile sports app played in real time and a cool way to immerse yourself in the game. Make coaching calls just like the pros. Check out the video. Download for free this fall and register now again at footballsportsapp.com. Want to be part of this new exciting technology and make money? Fill out the short form at the bottom of the website and mention TDSS. Again, footballsportsapp.com. Yes, sir. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Man Talk Monday. Ballers and busters, game balls and ghosts. The number to the show is 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Ball award to Dak Prescott. I know it's preseason. I always got to say that. I always got to throw out a disclaimer because it is preseason. I understand that things change. But this preseason for Dak Prescott, the quarterback, backup quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, is a little bit different. Dak is doing this majoritively with starters in there, you know, with the first-string offense and playing against first-string defenses. The man ran for 2 touchdowns, threw for 2 more touchdowns as well in a 41-14 exhibition victory Friday night. He was actually 22 for 27 for 338 yards in his second pro game. Now, Did you hear what I just said? The man was 22 for 27, over 300 yards, ran for 2 touchdowns, passed for 2 touchdowns, and in these 2 games that he's played in, he hasn't had a turnover. Okay? Listen to me, and once again, this is against starters. A majority of this stuff is against starters. Now, I continue to say it's preseason, and you don't want to go crazy, and you have to throw out these disclaimers. But listen to what I'm about to tell you right now. And Dallas Cowboy fans, put your ears to the radio. If I was the Dallas Cowboys, I'd bench Tony Romo's ass right now and start Dak Prescott. Shut up. I would. I would. What the hell has Tony Romo shown you? You know what you're going to get out of Tony Romo. You know what you're going to get out of Tony Romo. Not only do you know what you're going to get out of Tony Romo, which is 1 playoff win ever since he's been the starting quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, but he's probably, knock on wood, I'm not wishing this to happen, but history has shown us, he's probably going to get hurt. He's got them bum shoulders. Start the young man. Start a new chapter in Dallas Cowboy football history. Once again, you know what you got out of Tony Romo, and it's not a lot. He's going to put up a ton of just, stats that really don't translate into victories, per se, in Super Bowls or playoff victories as well. Why not? Throw the young kid out there. Throw the young fella out there. He's exciting. He's cool. He came from the SEC. He plays for America team or whatever. I mean, throw him out there. Now, I know that's not going to happen, but this is what we do on Sports Talk Radio. I know it's not going to happen. So everything I just said in the last 5 minutes or so, man, is just a fantasy, okay? But obviously, I'm rooting for this young man because he should have never been drafted where he was drafted in the first place. I don't understand how that happens. I guess I do, but I wish I didn't understand. He should have never been drafted there based on his production and what he had in Mississippi State in the best conference in college football. The man played dominating football for 2 years. How the hell, it's not like he's 5'8" or something like that and 150 pounds. Solid 6'2", 215, 220 pounds. I mean, makes big throws, has a strong arm. Should have never been drafted where he was. That being said, man, he's not going to start over Tony Romo. But you're going to start to hear that conversation a lot more coming out of Big D. You're going to start hearing that from fans alike. The bottom line, the biggest argument I can make, once again, as I said, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, is what are you going to get out of Tony Romo? If you really think you're going to win a Super Bowl with Tony Romo, I got some swamp land down in South Carolina I want to sell you for about $5 million. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I know a lot of passionate Cowboy fans out there that would love to see this young blood. They're talking about it on social media. Once again, just like me, they know this isn't going to happen. Jerry Jones has some type of love affair going on with Tony Romo that I've never understood. It's almost like Romo's got pictures on him or something. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. But they are not going to start anybody else. If Romo can play, he'll be out there. Romo looked pretty decent this past weekend in the series or two that he was out there. But very, very interesting scenario there in Dallas. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. What happens if the season starts and Romo struggles the first 1, 2, 3 games? Because once you make a move like that, and it's not going to happen, but I'm just putting it out there. Once you make a move like that to bench the veteran quarterback that you've given all this money to, for a rookie, okay? For a rookie, you can't go back. You can't go back because it's embarrassing, it's humiliating to the veteran player. And if the rookie gets in there and struggles, you can't put him back on the bench because you'd ruin the kid. So it's a very, tenuous situation. But they got some decisions to make there in Dallas because this man can play. And what you're starting to see, I saw this morning, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. So I have on this Mike Golick, goes on and on and on about how you can't win a Super Bowl with a rookie quarterback. I agree with that for the most part. But over the last couple of years, in particular, if you talk about Russell Wilson, when did Russell Wilson, didn't they go to the Super Bowl in his third year? Get the clock started. Get that clock started. Get it ticking as far as him getting out there and taking his lumps and figuring out the NFL game, the speed of the game as well. Get him out there. He's definitely your future. I'm safe in saying that he is definitely the future in Dallas. Okay? I don't want to jump the gun too much, but based on what I've seen and based on what he did in college, it's not like he came from somewhere and we never knew this kid could be this good. You may have been able to say that about Russell Wilson, but you can't really say that about Dak Prescott, which makes the whole thing weird and how it went down and where he got drafted. What are your thoughts on that, man? Well, 404-382-0338. You can also email me at Doug@thedougstewartshow.com. From Big Apple Bastard once again. He said Dak Prescott was head and shoulders better than Christian Hackenberg in the Senior Bowl, yet the Jets passed on Prescott and takes Hackenberg in the second round. Yeah, a lot of that foolishness happened, man. I mean, even when you talk about the Carson Wentz kid, man, out of South Dakota, like usually that's a strike against you, that you play from a small conference like that and a small team like that. But for whatever reason this year, in this particular draft, and I can probably name you 50 other types of situations like that when you're talking about black quarterbacks. Let's just be honest about it. That didn't come into play. This man played at Mississippi State. Not only that, Mississippi State was one of the top teams in the SEC. It wasn't like he played at Vanderbilt and they sucked or something like that. For the most part, they won a lot of games under Dak Prescott as quarterback over the last couple of years, man. From J.B. Jennings, DUI arrest don't make you third rounds, especially for a quarterback. We all know what it is. That's not true. I mean, that's very true, or I was agreeing with you. Yeah. Dan Marino smoked some weed evidently on his draft day. Not on his draft day or during his senior year or between the time where he finished his last year at Pitt in the NFL draft. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, especially something like that. For people that don't know, Dak Prescott had an issue with a driving incident, as well as, you remember he had another little incident where he was at spring break and got into a fight. I think he got his ass kicked. I mean, that's not his fault he got his ass kicked. But it was a bad look, spring break-in and drunk, alcohol and everything involved in the story or whatever. But that still doesn't matter. It's BS. It's BS. And time will tell what kind of player this guy's going to be for the long term. My point is he should have never been drafted no damn fourth round. I mean, it made no sense. It made no sense at all. And Dallas looked like they may have lucked up on a quarterback, man. They may have lucked up on a quarterback, to be honest with you. We will see. All right, when we get back from the break, it'll be hour number 2 of the Doug Stewart Show. All I'm going to do is read chat. Then coming up 15 minutes from when we get back, we'll do some entertainment. My clock's all twisted up today because we started the show late. But at around 11:45, we'll do some entertainment news. I'll talk about all this TV I watched this weekend. All right, hour number 2 of the Doug Stewart Show coming up next.
Come on and listen to my grandson on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Help me keep this boy out of trouble. Come on, cook with the microwave on Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Grandma Eunice, bye-bye. Boy, I thought you said Georgie was coming over today.
What is ID Life? Well, over the last 18 years, a group of scientists and doctors have been working on the development of a one-of-a-kind nutritional supplement program that takes all the guesswork out of what you need and delivers your truly personalized pharmaceutical-grade nutrition with your name on it directly to your door. Through the integration of thousands of medical and scientific studies, answers you provide to the free assessment, and more